sunglasses is I got to find a pair of glasses. I know Ronnie's out there freaking out.
He is.
He came into our
First of all,
office.
I'm wearing my sunglasses. I've got a problem. I got to get new headphones. The headphones are pressing up against my other glasses. I can't even keep them on.
Oh, so are those new or are those an old pair?
No, these are new, but they're for outdoor use. They're sunglasses.
Ronnie was flipping out. He was
Here's Ronnie's problem. I went to get glasses. I went to get glasses the other day, and he sees me getting new glasses. He gets excited, and he does what I do.
No, bullshit.
Bullshit.
I wasn't flipping out.
That's what I heard.
I was saying that. Where's all the big shots out there making? Why aren't they making fun of your glasses?
Because here's the difference. My glasses are cool. They're classic Ray-Bans.
Whatever.
People think yours look funny. I told you your glasses look all right.
Yeah.
Don't
Where's
focus
all
on
the
me.
big shots?
Stand out.
Where are all the big shots making fun of your
Why
glasses
don't you
out there?
stand in
How
the
come
fucking
Will's not
hall?
putting up notes? Oh, he's wearing the same kind of glasses as Ronnie. How come Gary's not in here saying, "Oh, your glasses look like Dr. Kevorkian"?
Do you know why I'm wearing?
How come they're not in here?
Because first of all,
they're afraid of you. That's why.
And what did I ask you to do out in the hall? What did I ask you to do out in the hall?
I'm out there doing what I'm supposed to do.
Not.
No, I get my
You're
balls
talking.
busted.
Don't talk to people.
Okay?
You got in
I'm
big
getting
trouble.
my balls busted.
You got in big trouble a few weeks ago. And we had a private discussion about this.
We did, and it's done.
Don't comment on my glasses.
I wasn't commenting
Don't
on your
comment
glasses,
about
okay?
other people commenting about you. You're looking for trouble, pal.
Dude, I'm not looking for trouble.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
You're supposed to be
all
the-
the big
you're
shots out there
supposed to-
keep their mouths shut. The JDs, the Wills, the Garys. They're
Do
not
you
saying
see-
shit.
Hey, Ronnie, seriously, listen
Yeah,
to me.
the big shots, all the big shots.
We're getting
Ronnie.
into a weird area.
Take it easy.
Take it easy.
Okay?
You see those three black guys that stand out there and do security? You don't
Dude,
hear
I
a word
wasn't
from
saying
them.
shit. I get out. I
Be
walk in with
a black
pair.
guy.
I
Don't
walk
say
in with a
anything.
pair of glasses. I get my balls busted.
But don't be out there
okay?
bringing my name up. Don't be yelling at people. That
I'm
you
not
got your
yelling
balls busted.
nothing. I made a
Just
statement.
Stand there
That's
like
all.
a Buckingham
I
Palace
made a statement.
guard.
I'm not yelling about anything.
You made
okay?
quite a few statements,
You shut
actually.
the fuck up.
What'd he
big
say?
shot. Now he's a big shot.
Oh, me?
Now he's coming in. Big shot. Get the fuck out of here. You're an asshole. I got nothing else to say.
What did he say? What did he say?
I was busy doing. I was busy doing
Get
my
back
work,
here, you wussy.
trying to do the
Some
idol,
security.
trying to do the idol gives back page, and he's out there. Why isn't JD making fun of Howard's glasses? Why isn't he putting up notes? And
Exactly. And here's the thing. I've told him not to rabble rouse out there. Stop looking for attention.
That's how we spent the first 20 minutes today, rabble rousing.
Yeah, he wants people to be involved with him.
Yeah,
He's a
he
yenta.
came in our studio.
He's like an
yelling
old
about it, too.
woman who's a yenta.
Howard,
look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Be a fucking man. Be like Kevin Costner in The Bodyguard. This motherfucker didn't say 3 words.
I think he's almost insulting your glasses through us.
I don't care. I've got a huge problem with my headphones pressing into my glasses.
We were in the middle of a phone call. He barreled
He
into
doesn't
the-
know what goes on here.
He
He's
barreled
supposed
into
to
the office.
stand there like a goddamn robot.
I agree.
We haven't had one incident
my
here in 4
God.
years. He's security. He's got the cush job of a century. Just shut your fucking mouth.
I like
about
Ronnie.
me, about my glasses, about anything.
Oh my God! I think I'm going to be tour guide.
Who's he to compare his glasses to yours?
Shut up,
He
Sal.
got his glasses
Sal,
at Ann Taylor.
Sal, you're an asshole.
I like Ronnie best when he sleeps in Scott's office.
Yeah.
Which he was doing the other day, by the way.
Well, wake him up when you see that.
Well, at least he's not talking to anybody in the hall.
We had a bunch of things we were going to make noise with, and then he woke up right when we got there.
Yeah, he's standing security. I mean, the one thing the guy's got to do is be awake for 5 hours while I'm in the building.
Impossible.
Yeah. Can't do it.
He's old. They sleep easily.
Something's going on out here.
What?
I don't know. I just heard shit being thrown.
Oh, no.
And I heard the words, "Don't fucking touch me."
Oh, no.
Who touched who?
What?
What's he doing?
I guess JD patted it. Show what happened.
Yeah, I patted his shoulder, and then he threw his walkie-talkie at me.
Here we go again. He got to stop throwing things.
You know, he could be, at the point where he's too volatile.
Yeah.
Sometimes the elderly can't control their
I'm telling you, what is he doing? Don't sit there and talk. Don't do shtick
Now
about
we
my
got to tell
glasses.
people not to talk to Ronnie.
What's he doing? And he's throwing things again. I had a whole talk with him not to throw anything. Everybody's a consumer. My glasses.
I think it's time.
I just talked to Ronnie in the car, but I said, watch. I said, I got to switch my glasses. People carry on. Everything you do. What is he doing? What is he doing? The head of security is the most dangerous guy in the building.
Howard, he just barricaded himself in Scott's room.
Good.
You should have
That's where he should be.
The black security guards should come in and watch Ronnie.
You're not kidding.
Yeah.
Those guys, those black guys stand there. They just stand
They
there.
don't mix in. They do their
They
job.
don't mix in with the people. I love black people. They don't mix. They do their job. That's it. Stand there. These 3 black guys and 1 black woman, I see them every morning. They stand there. They got a suit and tie on. Black people are no nonsense.
Professional.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Every morning they say good morning. They like almost stand at attention. They do their job.
That's right.
They don't look at glasses. They don't look at. They don't.
And
go
I told
to
that to
events.
Ronnie. I said, Ronnie, stop mixing it up with people. Don't comment. You see me. I don't care what's going on. He starts in with people. How come you're not making fun of Howard's glasses? You know, black people appreciate having a job.
Yeah, the other security guards, you say good morning, they're like, good morning. You say it to Ronnie, he's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
He's always like got an attitude.
Fuck you. I mean, fuck you. What is that?
Every morning he says to me, "What's your problem?"
I don't know a thing about the other security guards' lives. I don't know anything about those black guys. And that's the way it should be. Stand there and look, official. You know? Look like you want to rip someone's head off if they get out of line. That's what I'm looking for.
Well, he does look like that.
Yeah.
If you want, I haven't seen it yet, but Doug says they have the clip with audio of Ronnie throwing the walkie-talkie. Doug says it's good, but you got to bring up the audio if you want to hear it, Fred.
All right. Let me hear it.
Get out, you fucking asshole. Get out of here.
Oh,
Touch
my
me.
God.
Don't fucking touch me.
Oh, I gave you a pat on the shoulder.
Oh, boy.
Now he's got to go retrieve his walkie-talkie.
Does that walkie-talkie still work?
I don't know.
And who's he in touch with anyway? Who's he talking
That's an
to?
amplifier for his hearing aid.
I think he listens to NASCAR on it.
What's he doing out there?
Oh my God!
But he's his own worst enemy. Because he started in with people. He's out there screaming about my glasses.
Right, he's trying to
Just
tell
shut
them
up.
that they should be involved with you.
Yeah, shut up. Stand there quietly. I asked the guy, he told me he was going to do it. He can't do it. He can't help himself.
Yeah, nobody asked for his opinion on your glasses. He came barreling into everybody.
Yeah. Don't worry about me, about what people say about me or say about you. Just stand there. Stand there.
Well,
it's so easy, his job. If he just stands there, he won't do it. He's a yenta. He loves it. He became a whole personality with appearances and don't ask. My worst nightmare has happened. I got a celebrity limo driver.
A celebrity security.
Yeah.
He's like Steve from
yeah,
the Jerry
exactly.
Springer show. He'll spin off his own show.
He's got his own show now. Welcome to Celebrity Limo Driver. He's out there, don't touch me, throwing things. I mean, am I asking too much? I'm asking that guys don't pee in the same stall with each other and do crisscross.
Right.
And I'm asking Ronnie to stand there and do his job. Everyone thinks I'm playing around here because I have fun at work. They think they're supposed to be having fun. This is fun.
But you're still not doing the things they're doing. You're entertaining people.
Right.
They're playing with each other.
I know. It's enough. I don't know. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Everyone becomes a whole personality, and all their personalities are vomitous. You know what I mean? Like their personalities are horrible.
One personality worse than another.
Yeah, I mean, these are personalities that should be suppressed.
Are you talking about us too?
Yeah, of course. You two guys are complete morons. I mean, you don't even know what's right or wrong. It's like, it's pathetic.
We've done a lot of dumb stuff for the show.
That's
though.
good. Dumb is good.
Think of dumb for the show, not dumb
Yeah.
in the bathroom.
Well, we would pee on the show if you'd let us.
Yeah.
Idiots.
We know you'd pee on the show. You do it every day.
No, but it's also like Ronnie thinks it's kind of funny to be this buffoon. And I just want a security guard that isn't a buffoon. It's like, I have a very serious agent. I don't want my agent to be like peeing with other guys and throwing walkie-talkies. You know what I mean?
And then say, well, you do it.
Yeah, you guys are supposed to be professionals, you know? Especially Ronnie. I'm hiring to do security inside the compound here.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy now because Ronnie steps into the studio whenever we have a quote-unquote nut here.
Yeah,
but he's
Ronnie's
nuts.
Right. JD taps him on the shoulder or gives him a pat on the shoulder and he's throwing something. It'd be, my God. He's got to stop. I mean, I wouldn't go to a doctor who threw things at his patients. You know what I mean? Because he's aggravated. You know. All right, boys. Thank you.
Thank you. We won't let that happen again.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, and then
Way
what
to
are you
go.
going to do next that we have to stop you from doing?
All right. Come on, guys. You get it together. I mean, especially where other people got to go to the bathroom. Come on. Nobody's interested in that.
Right.
It's disgusting. All right, get out of here.
Okay.
All right. Stupid. Dopey. Two dopes. I mean. All right, Lisa. What else? I'm sorry you had to see that.
Well, that's okay.
All right.
I just wonder why.
Lisa's a real lady. She shouldn't have to see that, Rob.
No. I just wonder
What
why.
am I? What are you saying about me now?
I don't know why.
I'm not a real lady.
No.
I don't know why Ronnie's so angry. Like, what else is going on?
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
you think something underlies all this? That his
Of course.
life is falling apart or something?
I don't know.
Gee, what a. There's a guess.
There's a leap.
You think Ronnie's life is falling apart?
Fucking instigating motherfucker.
I've never seen an angrier human being. But the worst thing is that he's like a security guy who's out of control. You know?
Scores, man, is about having fun, motherfuckers.
And this wasn't always. See, this is a recent thing. Ronnie used to have some control.
Well, why do you think Ronnie's not a cop? I mean, he always wanted to be a cop.
I know. You think he always was like this?
Yeah, I'm sure the cops took one look at him and went, listen.
A little hair trigger.
Yeah, I mean, dude, we don't need your aggravation. I'm sure. Did he ever take the police psychological exam? Honestly, did he?
I don't know.
You know, because today everyone calls himself security, but, you know.
Those are people who couldn't be cops.
Yeah, sometimes I think so. The psychology part was really tough. They ask you shit that just pisses you the fuck off. They ask you a bunch of fucked up questions. Like, what do you think of your mother? Fuck
Piece
you.
of shit.
I couldn't answer it the right way. I tried to contain myself. I couldn't. How do you fail the police psychological? You got to be one fucking crazy bastard. Wouldn't you love to meet the guys who failed the police psychological exam?
Actually, no. I'd be a little afraid.
Was this close to being a cop.
And I failed the psychological.
Then this fucking asshole comes in there with his degree and fucking asks me a bunch of questions.
Piece of shit.
I think Ronnie once applied to be a cop. I'm not sure. I got to find out. Because there's no way he could pass the psychological exam. There's no fucking way. He is a power-hungry motherfucker. He's throwing shit. He's going berserk back there, I think. Where is he? You got it under control now, or what? What was that?
Is he out of Scott's office? He had locked himself.
This isn't one of those strip club appearances. He needs to calm down. It's a professional work area.
I'm Scores, man, damn it. And I'm about getting drunk. I'm about having fun. I'm about having a good time. I'm about meeting girls. I'm about meeting guys. And whoever doesn't like it can go fuck themselves, because that's what I'm all about. I'm Scores, man. And that's what Scores, man, is all about.
That's some philosophy. His whole persona is to yell and scream and throw things at people. It's not working.
Like,
Piece of shit. Shut him off.
That's why it was great that Pete was doing that impression.
Yeah.
He captured Ronnie completely.
Hey, Manny.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Hey, good morning.
Hey. You know, Howard, you kind of have to take some of the credit for creating this mental midget Ronnie. I mean, the guy's socially retarded.
Right.
He knows what's appropriate about as much as Sal and Richard do, for crying out loud.
I know.
Whatever happened to him sitting down in the car?
Yeah, well.
Isn't that his job? I mean, honestly.
Even when he used to sit and wait for me in the car, he was weird.
Really?
He's still weird.
Well, yeah, he's just like, he seemed like he was angry everywhere he had to take me.
I mean, he yells.
It wasn't a comfortable kind of thing, you know?
Honest to God.
He has a horrible personality.
He needs a coach, some kind of life coach or something, to tell him what's socially acceptable.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, well, you got to have a good heart-to-heart with him again, because he obviously doesn't hear very well.
No, he's not getting it.
Thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.
What are you going to do?
I don't know. I guess I am to blame in the sense that I put up with it. You know? I put up with this behavior. Right now, I got a situation I got to go out in the hall and solve, so I'm going to have to take a break.
There's something else going on?
Well, Scott, the engineer's intern, is supposed to be archiving for me right now, which is we're desperately up a deadline for a history of Howard 4.
Right.
But Ronnie's locked him out of Scott's studio because Ronnie is carrying on like an asshole. So
He's
I got to
a
go.
baby.
I got guys who have to work. I can't be part of this. So I got to now.
So he's still locked in there?
Yeah. He locked himself in a room that we have work going on in. His safe room, when he acts like mental, is Scott's studio, except I've got people who have to work in there.
Do we have to consider Scott a hostage?
The door just miraculously opened.
Yeah, well, it better open. I don't have time to handle all this shit, Gary. Straighten this out right now. I mean it. Tell the guy, we got work going on back there. If he needs a safe room, use the fucking bathroom. No, not the bathroom. Use the green room or something.
Isn't there like a slop sink closet out there
How
somewhere?
about not needing a safe room? He doesn't need a safe room.
What's going on with you?
Nothing.
You throwing stuff?
I wasn't throwing anything. I didn't
I
throw
saw the
anything at
tape.
him. What?
I saw the tape. You're out of control.
Okay, I'm out of control.
Just stand there. Stop talking in the halls to people. You
Tell
don't listen
Doug
to me.
then to shut his TV show off for me then, okay? I don't need to be his
Don't
TV show.
answer. Don't go up to JD and say about Howard's glasses.
Face with a live camera. I don't need that stuff.
We have cameras here.
TV show
This
off for
job
me. I don't
is
need
cameras.
to be Doug's TV show because he doesn't have content today.
Listen to me.
Tell him to leave me alone.
Ron.
Seriously.
You started this.
I'm not Doug Goodstein's fucking baby fucking camera dude here.
You
I don't
started
get
this.
it.
You started this.
He tells me I'm doing his job. It's not his job to bug my ass all day.
His job is to walk around with a camera, and anyone who acts out, they're going to fucking
I wasn't
photograph.
acting out. I said leave me alone after I walked out of the studio. I can't be left alone.
Listen to me.
You asked me to go out there and mind my business. I'm trying to do that, and I can't do it.
You brought this on yourself.
Okay.
Just listen to me. You went up to JD and you go, how come no one's complaining about Howard's glasses?
I didn't go up to JD.
Well, whoever you went up to.
All right, whatever.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
Be like those black guys out there.
Look, I didn't throw the thing at JD. It was I was giving Doug content for his TV show. I threw it on the floor.
Okay.
I didn't throw it at JD.
Look,
all right?
watch the tape.
I didn't throw it at him. Did it hit him? Did it get anywhere near him?
Yes.
No. It went into the green room.
Look.
I don't want to. Stop. Get out of here. Okay? Stop it. If I wanted to hit him with it, I definitely could have hit him with it with no problem.
Yeah. Well, listen to me. Don't throw anything at people. I've told you this.
Dude, I threw it at the floor.
Don't throw anything.
Okay,
Zero throwing.
I had
and
to give
secondly,
Doug content for his TV show.
No,
that's
you don't.
What it's all
That's
about.
not your job. I don't ask you to
That's
make
what
content.
Doug is all about. Don't you know that?
You don't work for Doug. You work for me.
Well, Doug thinks I work for him.
No.
Because he thinks I'm one of his puppets.
No.
I'm
feel
not one of
you
Doug's
want
puppets.
you want to entertain, so you
Okay.
get on TV.
Okay,
I don't need a security limo driver who's on TV.
Well, how about we do this then?
Go ahead.
Let's do this.
Go ahead.
How about I stay outside there where the guy who supposedly is very quiet and does nothing?
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'll stay out there and he could stay in here. How's that? Is that better?
I don't know.
Would that
But
work out?
No. How
Would
about
that
you
work out better?
Then you stay in your car and bring him in here because I need someone I know in here.
Okay, fine.
Someone I know. But you got to behave.
Look.
You got to behave. Ron, look at me.
I'm
you
looking
got
at you.
to behave.
I'm looking straight
Stop
at you.
performing. Stop being a monkey and performing. Okay, then listen.
And,
Now I
we
need
went
you to
through
listen.
this the last time, and
Now I
went
need
out
you to
there
listen.
minding my business.
No, you didn't.
And this
You
guy,
started
and these
in with
guys,
everyone
all they-
about
no,
my
'cause All they
glasses.
do is start with this camera shit.
That's
'Cause
right.
They're not
There's gonna be-
happy because
Ronnie,
they don't want to leave me alone.
Can you
okay?
work where a camera is? Because there's going to be a
I know
camera
I work
there.
Where a camera is. Stop it.
Can you work with a camera around what you're doing?
Yep. They don't have to follow me. There's no reason to follow
They're going
me.
to follow
if I'm
everyone.
Standing there doing nothing.
They follow everyone. If you're doing nothing, they'll get bored and leave. You're obviously doing something that's interesting to them. You're acting out.
I'm sitting there.
You can't admit you're acting out for the camera. You just said you feel pressure to have to act out
I'm
for
not
Doug's
acting out
camera
for the camera,
because they're
okay.
light on content.
Right. Okay.
You don't have to be the
No,
content.
that's not.
You don't have to be the content. Just stand there and they will leave you alone. You're way interesting. You're throwing things. You're yelling at JD or you're carrying on about my glasses. Stand there. You're a pro.
Whatever.
You're an older man.
Right.
Did you ever take the police psychological exam?
I'm not going to start. With
Did you?
No, dude.
Did you take the psychological?
I'm not going there now. Don't
I'm
going to
give it to you. I'm going to give you the police psychological
you
exam.
want, okay?
Why are you starting in with people?
I'm not. Enough. I'm done. Okay?
No.
I'm done.
Are you stopping? Are you going to stop?
I'm done. I'm done in here and I'm done out there. Okay.
You're done.
I'm done. Okay.
Ronnie, talk to me for a second. Come on.
No, you guys are done.
What I deal with
Go
all
back
day.
to your
What are you
boss.
done with?
Go back to your boss and tell him I'm not his puppet. Goodbye with the camera, okay?
I'm busy straightening
You're not
everyone
gonna-
out. If I
you're
could
not
put my
gonna be
brains in
on
their
camera?
head,
Goodbye
then
with
there'd be no
camera.
problem.
Okay? I'm not your puppet, and I'm not
They're
your
children.
puppet. So go
I'm
away
the
with
only
your
one who's sane
microphone
around
and go
here.
away with your thing.
Excuse
Goodbye.
me.
That's it.
I'm not ranting and raving in the
No.
halls anymore.
I've seen odd behavior.
I used to, but I stopped.
Right. Well, you're able to control yourself, evidently. You know?
Fred seems to be managing to get in and out of work most
I'm not
days.
throwing anything. I'm
No,
not
and you
peeing
mind
on
your own
anybody.
business. I mean, it's really not. I'm just asking Ronnie to be quiet. Just quiet down. Don't
and then
act
he's
out.
telling you, then make this happen and that happen. You got to change the whole environment.
Ever wonder
for
why?
him.
Yeah, exactly. You ever wonder why Will is never on Howard TV? Did you ever wonder?
No, it never occurred to me.
You want to know
don't
why?
Think about him.
Because
Yeah.
he's not interesting.
Right.
He just stands there and does
No,
his
he does
stupid
his job.
Yeah, he's doing his job. That's
Right.
the answer.
You want to know why Richard and Sal are always on Howard TV?
Because they're always up to something.
They're always up to hijinks. They love the camera on them. That's the difference. Ronnie loves the camera.
Yeah. I mean, Scott's not on.
No.
Ronnie and Scott are out there at the same time.
Right. It's the crazies. So I'm begging Ronnie, please just stand there and don't do anything, and no camera will care about
Well,
you.
then make Doug stop.
Make Doug stop. We'll change the whole show.
If he didn't throw the phone,
Right,
Doug
he wouldn't be on.
shooting him.
And Ronnie likes getting on camera.
Right. I mean, he even betrayed himself. I'm doing it for Doug.
Right.
I thought your job was security,
Right.
not working for Doug.
No, he works for Doug.
Well, get
I
the
stand
camera
corrected.
off me, because he's like a lab rat. He can't not do it if the camera's there.
Right. Good Lord.
Got to go get that cheese.
I see a camera. I gotta go nuts.
Yeah.
And even the throwing. I did that for the camera.
You did it for the camera. Who asked you to be on the camera?
Now he's thinking
Doug wants.
of scenes and ending scenes.
Yeah. He needs a good piece of tape for the that show we do every week with John Hine and Rachel Fine. Doug's making me. I'm going to lock myself in Scott's room so no one can get in and do
Right.
their work. I don't know. And then when I make these points to him, he goes, "That's it. I'm out of here. I can't talk about this. You can't talk about it because I'm making sense. I'm right. Of course I'm right. I'm a very logical guy. I mean, Ronnie sees me off the air. I don't do a thing. I walk
Well,
around.
they all see you.
I know. I don't know why he doesn't follow my example. Then he's out there. They got tape of him attacking the camera 3 minutes ago. He's busy with the camera guy.
Was this before he threw the phone?
This is 3 minutes ago he started attacking.
Go
the camera.
away.
Oh, this is after he left here just now?
Yeah.
Oh, it's when he came
Or
back
when he
in.
came in.
To show how sane he was.
That's after I just got done with him. Ay. I'll straighten it out, I hope, but I don't know if I can.
Good luck.
Well,
Why do
mean,
I have to be the boss?
How many
Isn't this Tim's
times-
job to straighten everyone
How
out?
many times are
Yeah.
you going to straighten it out?
All right. I'm taking myself out of it. Tim's the
I don't
boss
know.
of
I don't
everyone
know.
now.
I don't know.
Everyone thinks I'm the boss. Tim is the boss.
Because obviously they don't listen to you.
No. Tim. Why am I in charge of Ronnie?
Tim is coming back, I think, Howard. But he was. I heard him out in the hallway. He's like, Ronnie, you're out of control.
This is the greatest show on earth.
Tim said that?
He did. When Ronnie walked in and hit the camera, he said, hey, you're out of control.
All right. I'm no longer in charge of Ronnie.
Please,
Sure.
give me a break.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be in charge of Ronnie.
You're in charge of Ronnie from now on.
Handled.
Thank you. I don't want to. Hey, Tim. I don't want to be in charge of anyone. You know what I mean?
I'll take care of it.
Any personnel.
I'll take care of it.
I just want to be like a disc jockey who like comes in and
No
hangs
worries.
out, does a show, and then
I told
leaves.
you. Okay.
So when you find
Right.
out that Sal and Richard have been peeing on the seat of the toilet, handle it.
I've already talked to him.
All right.
Good. Yeah, I don't want to be the boss anymore. Like I'm really not the boss.
Well, I'll handle it. Don't worry.
Really?
I now have the tools in order to take the weight off.
Poor Tim.
Now I feel good. I'm no longer in charge. Now I'm just like one of the guys.
Oh, and in addition to all of his other duties.
I'm really not in charge. That's what people don't understand. People don't get that I'm not in charge. I just work it serious like they do.
But, I love that the attitude, I'm sure, of Richard and Sal is that Howard's going to love this when they do
I know. I don't love that.
When he hears this, he's going to love it.
I love when they do a phony phone call or they write a bit or something. That's what I love. You know, it's crazy. Everybody around here is nuts. You know, I can't. My head's going to explode from this. I come to work and it's like
It's a daycare center in here.
Yeah, I'm solving everyone's problems every minute. I can't do this anymore.
Trying to make these people behave.
This is why I'm getting out of the business. I'm not paid to babysit.
They have us locked in here. It's not to keep us protected from the outside. It's protecting the outside from us.
I know. I'm running a business. I'm in the Howard Stern business, not this other bullshit.
JD, are you okay?
I'm fine. The walkie-talkie missed. Whether it missed on purpose, I don't know.
But emotionally, are you okay?
Yeah, you know. Do I honestly want to drive him to want to hurt people? No, but you know, I gave him a pat on the shoulder. You were there. Well, I spit everywhere.
Did you really think he was gonna lash out like that?
No, not like that.
So you probably wouldn't have done that then, right?
Huh?
You probably wouldn't have done that.
No, if I knew he was that pissed off. I mean, I didn't really say all that much. Richard and Sal stayed in there longer than me. So.
You seem to get under his skin more than anyone else around here.
Apparently, I'm always around, which, you know, I guess, I don't know.
Estrada with the mustache. I'm Paul Rodriguez. I'm the guy right now. Those guys had their time. They're over. They're done. You want to see those guys, go to the Morongo Sun or go to some Indian casino and you'll find them there. I'm the guy who's on TV. The wealthiest of all Latinos.
Now, what are you doing down here?
I came to see Howard, man. I mean, Howard is my guy. So I think enough bad stuff has happened to me in my life that they offered me a chance to be on the show.
Now, word is you're a huge fan.
The word, that's right. The word is I'm a huge fan. I just bought a new car, a Porsche, that must come with serious radio, or else I wouldn't have closed the deal.
Now, what do you expect from Howard today?
I expect to make him laugh. I expect to just see Radio Mecca. You know, I did the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson in '91, but to me, this is a bigger equivalent than that. I mean, that pales in comparison to just going in there and hanging out with Howard.
George Lopez is in a new movie. He's got a TV show, too. New movie's called, I keep hearing about this movie. I don't know anything about it. The Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl in 3D, opening today.
Yeah, it's a new...
Kids thing?
Yeah, with, what's the guys from Spy Kids?
There's the guy, George Lopez. That's him.
Robert Rodriguez.
Oh, Robert Rodriguez put that together. I got that shirt that you're wearing. How you doing, George?
It's a nice one. I'm good, Howard. How are you, brother?
Pleasure to have you on.
Thank you. It's really an honor to be here. What's up, Robin?
Hey, how you doing?
You know what? I just want to say that, kiss ass right off the bat. I think that you invented reality television 10 years before everybody thought of doing reality television. When you had your television show on, and it used to come on Channel 13 in Los Angeles, that was truly reality with whores and with drunks.
Yeah, you remember that show?
Absolutely. Not only remember it, my wife has tapes of it somewhere, and I went spend an hour. You know, not only did I find some of my old porn, but I found most of her family videotapes that I told her I never saw because she wanted duplicated on DVD. I just didn't have the time to do that.
Send me some of those old tapes because
they were fantastic.
I don't own them.
They were fantastic,
I
man.
wanted to put them out on like my old Channel 9 show.
Right, it would have been a great box set.
And you know, it was on right at the time. You'd get home around 1:30 and you'd had a few drinks and you'd go to Channel 13 and it was on. It was like the perfect, you know, instead of having a bowl of cereal, let's watch Howard and a bunch of drunks and whores battling out in Hollywood squares, you know.
I don't think I could ever duplicate that show again.
That show was amazing.
You know, I would go do that again, but we'd have to not be on the radio.
Right, it'd have to be your
both.
only job.
But you know, now they find people, they audition people. I mean, you just got people right off the street, man.
Yeah, there were
in his own vomit.
Pre-interviews, no auditions. Yeah.
You know, I do kind of watch reality TV now, and I go, you know, we shouldn't have been so lazy about it. We would have had that whole market cornered.
Oh,
the worst.
From American Idol on.
I know.
The best is when you see something like Extreme Makeover where they take an ugly-ass person and they have an ugly-ass husband, and then they make the wife beautiful, then they return him back to the ugly-ass husband.
Yeah. What's he supposed to do?
Right, what's he going to do with
He's
that?
like, hey, give me back my ugly wife. This one's going to leave me. What am I going to do with her? You got a feeling, though, after they leave that reality show in about a week, they're going to revert back to being ugly.
Exactly.
Again.
I mean, it's all all the staples and the stitches come out, and then they just go back to eating pie again, you know, sitting on the front porch watching cars go by.
Hey, before we get to your movie and all that stuff, because I'm sure you're excited about that, This kidney thing is wild.
It's pretty amazing. I mean, I was literally dying, and my wife decided to give me a kidney. And from the beginning, from the time, see, I was born with this congenital kind of narrowing of the ureters, and I wet the bed a lot. And instead of,
well, hold on a second. You were a bedwetter when you were a kid.
I was bedwetter when I was a kid.
Growing up poor, growing up in the hood. I mean, if word gets out that you're peeing the bed, it could be curtains for you, right?
Well, it was curtains because my grandmother made me hang the sheets out with the stain facing most of the neighbors.
Oh,
most families, when they have a bedwetter, they try to humiliate the kid into not wetting the bed.
Yeah, because they think it's just something you're too lazy to stop.
Exactly. My grandmother would say, "Why do you think you wet the bed?" And my grandmother would say, "Because he's stupid. That's why." If he would concentrate, then he wouldn't wet the bed. But she'd go, "I don't know why you're going to flip the mattress. There's a bigger stain on the other side."
Great. And they'd hang it out there, and they figured if all your friends saw it, you would stop wetting the bed.
Exactly. And there was another kid that
you should have said to her, "Listen, you bitch, why don't you take me to the doctor?
I got narrowing ureters, you bitch."
Yeah, I mean,
that's why I'm doing it.
I'm doing everything I can.
I'm trying to hold it in, which is even worse. That's what made me toxic. Is when you hold it in, you're just backing the urine into your kidneys.
System.
And I was toxic my whole life.
So since you were a kid. I read somewhere you had to go to the bathroom like 20 times a night. Like you had to keep getting up and going to the bathroom. It was horrible. Even through your early years of being married, all that kind of stuff.
I used everything. Fiji bottles, Arrowhead.
But did you stop wetting the bed?
Yes, I did.
Even when you were married, did you stop wetting the bed?
Occasionally, it squirted out a little bit.
So would your wife get mad at you? Would you say, "Listen, honey,
she
I love you"?
But my wife was, our bed was so big at that time. She's on the dry side, way on the other side.
Did she ever say, "Hey, wait a second, the bed's a little smelly"? Or did she ever take the sheets and hang them out the window, try to embarrass you?
No, she didn't do what my grandmother did to me.
Well, you had a pretty tough life. Your parents sort of abandoned you.
Yeah,
my father
left when I was 2 months. And he was a migrant farm worker. And this is really funny because you figure most migrant farm workers are really hard-working, decent dudes. My father was the laziest farm worker. I would always say that he would just pick enough lettuce for himself.
Right. You can't do that when you're working.
Couple tomatoes, I'm done.
He migrated away from the family.
He did. He totally left.
He took your birth certificate
and some clothes and some other things. 2 months when I was born, and I never saw him again.
Why did your dad take your birth certificate?
You know why I think? Because I think he had other children in Mexico, and I think he wanted to use my birth certificate for one of those kids so that they would be a citizen.
Wow.
So then your mom marries a dude, she runs off with him and leaves you with your grandma.
Well, not only did my mom marry a dude, my mom married a dude who was like literally 60 years older than she was. And that was so embarrassing to me to have my mom be like 30 and have some dude that looks, like the crypt keeper driving you to school, man. I dug down, and not only was I holding in my pee, I was pretending to tie my shoes at the same time.
We sometimes talk about, people who have children later in life and how weird that is for the kid. You actually lived it.
If this dude had sperm, it came in a freeze-dried version.
Did your mom run off with him and start a whole other family with him?
I have two stepsisters who consider me brothers, but believe me, I haven't seen them forever, and I don't even want to get associated with them. I don't want to get associated with my mother.
It's like the old dude didn't want to have you for his son, so he went off, started a whole new family, and your mom just left her son.
Yeah, exactly. My mom was wacky from back then, man. I mean, she fell out of a car when she was 13, got epilepsy.
Wow.
When that was
you fall out of a car, you get epilepsy?
Well, I don't know
it depends on what part of your brain you hit.
You just knocked right on the head, man.
Wow.
It's one of those. It's one of those situations where she's leaning against the camper door. Remember the old style camper doors?
Yeah.
She's leaning against the camper door. The light turns green. The camper door opens, and she just flips.
Our parents always said that would happen. I never heard of it actually happening.
Wow. I wish I had a video of that.
Oh, so do I, man.
Do you
just land on the street? And not only that, the driver doesn't know you fell out of the car.
Yikes.
They get there and they get to the park and they count people. They're missing one.
I always
so
am
who
amazed.
raised him? It sounds
His
like
grandma.
he was completely left.
His
My
grandma.
grandmother.
You can't stand her either, right?
My grandmother is, now she's demented. My grandma's 85 years old, the most ungrateful bitch in the world. I'm rebuilding her house from the ground up. Literally, it's costing me $60,000. I take her over there just to show her because she's demented. She's like, when is my house going to be ready? I'm cold. So I take her over there. There's no carpet. There's central air. They're putting a new roof. She gets in the car and she goes, that looks horrible. I'm like, you bitch, we're fixing it. That's what it looks like when it's a month away. It's progress.
It's a work in progress.
But the thing is that she's demented and she knows I'm on TV, but she thinks I'm Raymond from Everybody Loves Raymond.
No.
Right. She didn't even know who you are.
She didn't even know. She's like, where's your brother? Where's the tall guy that your brother?
But you find humor in this, but it is a painful life. I mean, when your mom and and you know.
Everybody leaves.
I can't believe the dad doesn't even get in touch with you for money. You know what I mean? That's the worst. So now you're feeling good. When you have this kidney problem your whole life.
Yeah.
You were in danger of dying, right?
I really was, and we were still doing the show, and I don't think anybody knew that how close I was to dying. But you know, I had an 18% kidney function. This is how bad it got. I went to Cedars in February, and the guy says, Dr. Sinman says, "While you're here, why don't I take a look at your kidneys? Why don't we do an ultrasound of your kidneys?" Right. So I lift my shirt up. He puts gel on the back. My kidneys don't even show up on the ultrasound. That's how small they are.
Wow. So, so the only thing your mom gave you was bad genetics.
Bad genetics.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
And the guy says to me, the doctor says to me, "Tell you the truth, Mr. Lopez, I don't even know how you're walking around."
Wow.
But the thing was that, you know, I had waited my whole life to get an opportunity to do my show. I wasn't going to go down because I was sick. I mean, I knew that my wife was going to match, and I knew that, you know, eventually April 19th was going to be the surgery, and all I just had to do was make it to April 19th.
How did you know your wife was going to match?
Well, you know, she was the only one tested. She was the only one who wanted to be tested, and believe it or not, you know, she matched. I don't, and it's
because she said she felt she knew.
She knew from 7 years ago when she knew I needed
What do you want, Dan?
Yeah, actually, Robin just asked my question, but how rare is it that two people's kidneys will match? Is it blood type, tissue type?
It's everything, all enzymes, blood type, tissue type, and she matched, and not only matched, but an excellent match. And here's the crazy part: is most people only have one artery that go to a kidney. My wife Ann has two arteries, which is 20% of people in the world. They have two arteries. So I have two arteries, and my kid, I have like a super kidney. You know, I have like a kidney that works twice as hard.
All right, so now you owe your. I mean, you can never divorce your wife.
Yeah,
I could never get a divorce.
But you know, the thing is,
not laughing.
I'm not going to get a divorce.
That's our whole rap on you.
You can't get a divorce.
You could never get a divorce.
Yeah,
I mean, once your wife. What's your marriage story? Was Robin right? There was a point where you guys almost broke up at some point.
Well, she kicked my ass out of the house. Yeah.
Why were you being bad?
I was drinking and I was out, you know, and in clubs and stuff. And you know, the thing was,
you got crazy.
The thing about Mexican guys and about comedians in general, and when you're Mexican, it's worse. Is that you have this self kind of you want to do yourself in. So I was drinking. I knew I was sick. I was just kind of I was kind of trying to destroy myself, and she was the only person who ever wanted to save me. My family would have been happy. Yeah, I told you we were going to kill himself drinking, you know.
Right, yeah.
They were just waiting for me to do something wrong.
So, in other words, your wife was giving you tough love. She said, "Hey, listen,
you can't
George,
stay here like that.
Yeah, I'm not going to put up with this."
She packed everything in this car. I had a 90 Volvo 850 turbo that I got with money I had from Disney. She packed that car so tight. It was literally looked like a NASCAR from the 60s when only the driver fit. for me to hit park and put it in the drive, I probably knocked over 4 of my sweaters. You know,
everything you owned was in that car.
That car was packed so tight, I couldn't even see out of the rearview mirrors.
So that was it. The marriage was over. How did you win her back? I mean, thank God you won her back.
Well, I went back to this condo that we were staying at, and I, you know, had this crib that my daughter Maya was in, and it was incomplete. I took half of it apart, and I was sleeping on this air mattress, you know,
a crib mattress,
a crib mattress, and
you know, seeing other women at this point? Or
no,
nothing
I was
like
just
that.
drinking and just torturing myself. So what happened was that I look at this crib every day, and then it reminded me of all the guys that I grew up with and all the fathers of all my friends, who had pissed away their lives. And I said, you know, am I going to be one of those guys?
You had an epiphany.
And I had an epiphany. Not only that, she made me go to the house and spend time with my daughter all day, and I thought, I better straighten out because I'm here all the time anyways, man.
Right, yeah, you might as well live there.
It's just embarrassing to leave, you know.
So when your wife gives you the kidney, I mean, what do you do? I mean, this is it. You gotta behave. You gotta be the perfect husband.
Here's the thing, Howard. You know, everybody now says to me, "Well, God, you have to." You know, they're all white people in the neighborhood. Everybody that walks by the house and sees me outside.
Well, you're a wealthy man now from the TV show.
I live in a great neighborhood, and they go, "You must have to be so nice to your wife now that she's giving you a kidney." And I'm like, "Not as nice as I had to be before she gave me the kidney."
Yeah, that's right.
Now I can do anything I want. You know, you don't like my attitude. You should have about that before you gave me the kidney.
But the great thing is, you're a different man now. Your health is good. Yeah. You feel good. You say even your appetite is different.
I'm losing weight because I'm losing weight the right way because I'm working out. I'm in the gym, and this mustache and goatee, whatever it looks like, is testosterone fuel. This is part of the results of the prednisone that I'm taking. So it's all steroid. I could never grow a mustache in my life, and now I
was going to say this facial hair is new.
I look like Cheech from Up in Smoke, man.
Yeah, I mean, you're a different man.
Yeah, I'm a different guy, and I appreciate her more, and I appreciate my daughter Maya more, and it's really just I have a chance at life now. You know.
And now you don't pee in the bed, or you don't.
Now, so you know, for old time's sake, sometimes I squirt a little out, man.
Once in a while, you pee in the bed just to remind yourself of what it was like. Keep your wife in line. Now, honey, I'm going to pee the bed just for you. This is an amazing story.
It really is a life. I mean, she really saved my life, and I believed at that point that I didn't have a life worth saving, man. I thought,
Right.
you know, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to go down. That's why when we were doing the show, most of the cast is great. You know, the woman who plays my wife, Constance Maria, and the woman who plays my mother, Belita, and Valente, and the other characters. You know, but there's always one. I'm not going to say who it is, but just imagine the list. There's always one that gives you a hard time.
Right.
And I had just no tolerance because I was dying.
Right.
I had no tolerance for somebody who wasn't prepared to be at the show. So the only time I was mean is when I felt that people were screwing around when I'm holding the secret and that I'm dying.
Right.
And we're trying to do the show, and then somebody's pissing away their time.
Right. Yeah, it makes you angry.
The
What?
other
Tell
thing
me.
is, what was it? Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up. So
produces your show, right?
Yeah, Sandra Bullock discovered me, and it's still around. As a matter of fact, tonight in Los Angeles, I'm giving her and her sister Gazina an award for women in film.
How's she looking? Would you? I mean, I know you can't bone her, but
No, I can't. But Jesse James is, and you know what? Sandy's hot, man. She's hot.
Yeah,
absolutely, man. She's hot.
I think I almost had a shot with her, but I was married at the time. She invited me down. I came down to see her on a movie set. I forget what movie she was shooting. It looked like maybe she wanted to get some from
Mohawi?
From Mohawi. But then again, I took a look in the mirror. I said, no way. I know.
I'm delusional.
You know, whenever you're going to get somebody hot,
crazy.
Yeah, whenever you're going to get somebody hot, never look at yourself in the mirror.
No, it's a big mistake. I went shopping yesterday. I got a good, like one of those three-way mirrors. I got a good look at myself. I go, I never saw an Adam's apple like that on any human being ever, except for Ichabod Crane.
Oh, no.
So Sandra Bullock came to a comedy club
That's
one
right.
night.
It's a 24-hour fitness now in Irvine, in Brea.
I heard she was producing a show. She heard your stories of, you know, your life growing up in a poor neighborhood, being a Mexican guy growing up. And she said, I could never write anything this funny. His stories are better than anything we could write. And she believed in you.
And
I mean, that's pretty awesome.
And even back then, and even till today, I mean, she's been the best, one of my biggest supporters. Other than my wife has been the complete biggest supporter of my career.
So when Sandra Bullock sees you do stand-up, and she says, hey, I want to do a TV show with you, then what happens? You go off and you write the TV show?
Then we go off and we started having meetings, her and I, and then there's this her attorney she has, this guy named Cliff Gilbert Laurie, who absolutely represented Sandy, but also represented Bruce Helford, who did Drew Carey, and he thought, why don't I put these two together? So we had a meeting, Sandy and I and Bruce.
What is
Helford.
Bruce, a writer?
He's a showrunner. He created Drew Carey.
Okay.
And worked on Roseanne. So we had a meeting at Warner Brothers, us three, and he came to see me, and he you know, saw my stand-up and said, man, this guy's great, so let's do a deal.
Wow.
So then we went to Warner Brothers, and a year later, ABC saw us, and then, you know, we had the deal for the show.
When a chick like that takes an interest in you, are you thinking, hey, she wants to bang me? I mean, were you ever confused by any of that?
You know what? Nobody's ever wanted to bang me, so there is no confusion whatsoever.
You're never confused?
Even but just the woman who is my wife, you know.
Just for the record, Fred wants to bang you, just so you know. You can feel very good about that.
There is one other
All right, I'll do it.
There's another person.
I'll do it.
All right, so talk to me about this. You were upset that the Michael Jackson trial, evidently you were called in to testify.
I was. So was my wife.
Yeah, so was your wife.
Yeah.
And you were upset with who portrayed you on the E! Show?
Well, I thought the dude looked more like Scott Peterson than he looked like George Lopez. That guy wasn't even Latino, man. How hard is it to find a Mexican in L.A.? You can throw a rock and hit 5 of them.
Why not give a job to a Latino to play you in the trial?
So the guy is you know, looks like Scott Peterson, and I had some pretty good one-liners in court, man.
Right. Did you tune in to see yourself portrayed? You
absolutely.
did.
So
yeah, you didn't stay tuned for the whole thing, but you wanted to see your part.
Well, you know, we were watching in my dressing room at Warner Brothers. My wife was in Pebble Beach at our other house, and I know she's watching. All of a sudden, you know, they show my wife, and it's just the thickest, nastiest, greasiest person that looks like she's in a Lane Bryant top.
Oh no!
You know, she looks like Mindy from Facts of Life. You know, my wife went in a what's that color, man? Chartreuse, Saint Jeanette with Chanel glasses. She had big breasts that are bouncing as we walk in.
Yeah.
And then you just see Mindy from the Facts of Life.
Dressed horribly.
And she sounds like an accent, because you know sometimes you have to say no, and she's like no. You know, it's like somebody who just got off the raft in Miami going, are you from Cuba? No.
Do you think that they just pulled in some janitor or something?
You
from
know, the lady looked like, you know, I wasn't there, you know, you can't smell the Lysol through the TV, but believe me.
Wow.
Cleaning woman.
This is the cleaning woman.
Maybe.
And my wife says to me, she calls me up frantic, and I'd already seen it. She goes, did you see the E! portrayal? And I go, no, I didn't see it. She goes, oh my God, the woman who played me. I go, I haven't seen it. You know, and I had seen it.
Tell her not to worry, no one watches it.
Yeah, I was just trying to kill time.
Right, but I could see where that would bother you. So what was the story here?
Yeah, well, how did
when
you know
when you're
the
sitting,
boy?
but when you're sitting in court, Did you take a look at Michael Jackson?
Yes, I did.
You did. Is it weird to see him staring at you?
You know what the weirdest thing, and I don't even know if a lot of people know this, but you know when Michael Jackson goes on tour, the dude has tape over all 10 fingers.
That's right.
And everybody thinks, why does he have tape over 10 fingers? And I will tell you why. This is the real reason. Because Michael Jackson is African American, and there's one place that you can't tint.
That's right.
And you can't taint is under your fingernail.
You are
He is
absolutely
still
right.
black under his fingernails. So his fingernails look like Vincent Price in House of Wax.
You are so right. I had a meeting with him one time. I wrote about this in my book, and I talk about his face melting and the nose thing and everything. But I realized why the tape. When one of the fingers wasn't taped, you could see there was black skin under his fingernails.
That's right.
There's no black skin under my fingernails.
Yes.
Well, you're not vellum.
black.
If you were white, you would see
If
that.
we
That would
dyed
show
you
up as
white,
black.
that would look
That
more
would
black.
look black.
Yes.
Huh? All right.
Trust us, we know.
You guys have studied this.
We know. I've been there. I've been in the main room.
We've taken black people and dyed them white.
So I go in there, But here's the funny part, man, is we get there and there's all the zealots are out in front, but there's one black woman who's sitting against the fence, kind of leaning like she's been shot, and she's got a puppet like this Gary puppet in her hand, but it's of Michael Jackson, and it's that big. It's just like a lifelike Michael Jackson, and the Michael Jackson puppet's upside down, and she's sleeping in between, and it almost looks like Willie Tyler and Lester between shows, like she's upside down.
Well, there is a group of people who hang out outside.
They say it's growing, this group.
Yeah.
Since the,
Do you think he pays them? I mean, it's an odd
They're
group
just
of people.
who are just obsessed with this cat. They come from all over the world. So I get out of the limousine, and they're going, "Hey, George Lopez," and they're yelling at me, and people are yelling all my slang. You remember, right now, and they're yelling all this stuff.
All the stuff from
But there's one voice that's louder than the other, and it goes, "Don't touch boys' private parts. Don't touch boys at me." And I'm look back and I'm like, "What the hell are you telling me? The guy you want is inside. Don't yell at me."
You didn't do anything. You're not on trial.
I know.
Everybody else knows.
So people think if you're appearing at the trial, maybe you touch some boys.
I'm like, I haven't touched nobody. I don't touch myself.
Was Michael smiling at you?
Yes, he was.
He was
He wants
giving
to
you
give
the
it a
eye?
shot. He was giving me the eye.
Well, he heard you used to be hairless.
And then he was doing this with the fingers, and I'm like, that started to look away, man, because it's just. I think Michael Jackson is in so much trouble that he just tries to make a connection with anybody who's on the witness stand, like please like
It's
me.
almost desperation.
Well, it's
right?
like, hey, don't throw me under the bus here, you know.
And I think I'm still under the gag order, but for you, Howard, I'd do
don't even
time.
care.
I don't
You
care.
know,
What
you
the
could do
hell?
time for this.
What happens if you break the gag order? Will they put you in jail?
Could.
I'll
Work
find out
again.
when I get back to L.A. later this afternoon.
You got a lawyer. He'll figure it out.
So I go in there and I'm looking for Michael Jackson. I walk in there and it's really kind of quiet and kind of dark and it's smaller than you think, So all the pool reporters are on one side. I walk in, I go out to the front, and I still don't see Michael Jackson. So I go over to the corner and he's kind of tucked away in this cove, and he literally looks like a nutcracker at Christmas, something you see in the front of F.A.O. Schwartz. Man.
He's got the uniform kind of thing going on.
He's got the armband. He looks like the nut. I mean, this dude dresses Howard like the Captain Antonil at the same time.
He's got both outfits.
And he's the whitest dude in court. He's the whitest guy in court.
And he's got the hair and the.
He's got the hair. And he's got the sunglasses. I mean,
it's wild.
Yeah.
I know the feeling.
I mean, he's the color of vellum. He's not even white anymore. He's vellum. He's like almost grayish.
I sat about as close as I'm sitting to you, maybe even closer, with him in a room. And when I saw the nose and the makeup melting, and it's a weird scene. But what do you think? Do you think? I mean, you were there. Do you think he'll walk?
You know what? I don't think so, man. I think this time he's gonna get put away. Yeah, I think because I was there the day that they allowed the prior acts in. That was the day I testified, which was a huge day in court.
Well, wait a minute now. The jury has been out now for 5 days.
Yes. I think that's good for him.
You think that's good for Michael?
I absolutely do. I think that while, he might be up to something, I think juries today need to see videotape of him diddling someone before they'll actually convict.
They need to see the smoking pair of underwear. I don't think they have that.
They don't have the smoking pair of underwear. That's the thing. So we'll see. Who knows? Did you look over the jury? Did you try to size them up a little bit?
I looked at the jury, and there was a Chicano dude there with a shaved head. I thought, okay, he's going to vote for innocent,
Yeah.
And there's
why is that? Because you feel he just would vote innocent no matter what?
Us in the judicial system,
What the hell, innocent?
Something's up, right?
But I don't expect. Here's the thing. I don't expect riots. I don't expect the Rodney King. I don't expect L.A.
You don't.
Now maybe some Asian people will go crazy. Michael Jackson looks more Asian. Maybe some Korean store owners will burn their own stores down.
You think that the Asian community
will go nuts?
More.
Yeah.
They've adopted Michael.
There could be some stars flying out around L.A. People getting hit by stars.
Ninjas.
That's good. Oh, I love it. You ever get in legal trouble when you were a kid and things were rough?
I had a couple of drinking while under the influence of alcohol.
Yeah.
Here's the greatest one. I got pulled over for drunk driving one time, and I blew into the the alcohol breathalyzer, and I blew 2.2. Yeah, 2.3. You know what my grade point average was in high school was 2.2.
You beat your grade point average.
I was drunker than my grade point average.
But
man.
now you're a successful guy. You got money. We'll talk about the movie in a second. Now you got money. Now you must have a big mansion.
I do have a great house. Here's the thing. I live. I'm not gonna say where I live, but I got a huge Mexican-style house in the middle of this block, and my neighbors now, you know, they've never lived near a Mexican, so I think pretty much they're gonna think it's gonna be like da 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 da. You know, that thing. You know, George, your rooster got loose last night. You know.
You would think there's gonna be a lot of music
like that.
Yeah, right?
Like that. You know.
But they realize that all people are the same now, and that
no, not really.
No, they don't realize.
You know,
that.
I joined this country club, and this guy comes over to me and he says, "Some of the I love the chickens, by the way.
Yes.
Some of the neighbors think that your fence is too high." And I told them, "You tell those people that if they want some, they can come and buzz my door, and I'll kick all of their asses." I mean, I still got ghetto in me in this neighborhood, you know.
But do they accuse you of sending the real estate values down? Do they?
You know, Howard, it's the biggest house on the block, and absolutely not. But I know they think that marijuana bought the house.
Right, and there's no convincing them otherwise.
Yeah.
Are you friendly with any of the neighbors? Some of them must be very famous.
There's a dude named Bobby, a couple of houses down, but it's a very celebrity-laden street, may I say.
But
Who's on your street?
Who you got?
Should I say?
Yeah.
Sure.
Jenny Garth.
Wow.
From Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Nice. I would do
all
her.
the Jen.
Hillary Duff.
Wow. And you see them running
Damon
around?
Wayans. I see him running around. Yeah,
wow.
Damon Wayans. Andy Garcia is a couple blocks away. He and I can't live on the same street because it's considered a duplex if two Latinos live on the same block.
Right. Yeah. That might be too much for the block.
The goat. You know, we'll change our oil in the front yard. One day I'm going to change the oil in my front yard just so they can drive the neighbors crazy.
You know, they're lucky you don't have much family because if you had the whole family coming over, it would be wild.
You know that when I grew up in the neighborhood that I grew up in, the funniest thing was that they would have bouncy houses in the front yard, but the bouncy house was bigger than the regular house.
What about you and Andy Garcia starting a gang or something?
We should, man.
To terrorize the neighborhood.
Yeah, and Cheech. Me, Andy Garcia, and Cheech.
So now you're in the big house. This is all going well. The TV show is, I heard, 5 episodes away from going into syndication.
So we're 8 away from being to 88. They could syndicate at 88, but this year we'll get to 100. And
that's when the big money comes, right?
And I thank you. And I have points in that. Thank you.
For you. I'm happy for you, man.
Thank you.
Sounds like you had a tough time, man.
I can't believe you know, of all the people who are even, you know, my family hates me because I made it. I just want them to know I'm surprised I made it.
Right. Well, the fact is, how many Mexican guys, Latino guys, make it on television?
Nobody.
And you're not the traditional good-looking Latin lover type. I mean, it's you got there on your brain and on your humor.
You know, the only time we're on TV really is when we've lost our baby and the All Points Bulletin, the Amber Alerts out. You know.
You see a lot of your friends on there. George Lopez is in something. Now, I've been reading about this movie. I don't know anything about it, but I keep seeing the name.
I just saw a preview, and the name is interesting.
The Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl in 3D. Is it in 3D?
It's in 3D. It's awesome 3D too.
You get 3D glasses.
Yeah, you get 3D glasses. And Robert Rodriguez is a brilliant filmmaker and the greatest guy alive, man. Really,
I interviewed him a couple of times.
Love him.
He is the guy. This is a great story. Robert Rodriguez wanted to get a start as a director.
Yeah.
He didn't have any money. He was a poor guy. He used to donate his body to medical science to do experiments on in order to raise money for his first film. And then he really he
took
hit
off.
It. He took off.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly.
I mean,
El Mariachi.
That's a hardcore dude, huh?
El Mariachi, and then he did Desperado, which was just like El Mariachi, but a bigger version of it with Selma Hayek and Antonio Banderas. This is how tough. Robert told me he had to sell Selma Hayek and Antonio to the studio because they were like, they don't speak English. He goes, well, they're going to be big stars.
That's right. But then the big movie he had was that kids
Sin
movie.
City.
Well, Spy Kids.
Spy Kids.
Spy Kids, right?
So this is kind of like the Spy Kids genre. Shark Boy and Lava Girl is about dreaming. This kid Max who dreams Shark Boy and Lava Girl, and then they come to life, and then they go into this kind of 3D world where I play Mr. Electric, who's the evil.
You're the bad guy.
I'm the evil bad guy.
You're a cartoon voice.
I'm actually. I look like an alarm clock with my face in an alarm clock. If an alarm clock could be pissed off, that's what I look like.
So this is not a cartoon.
No, it's not. It's a real live action, computer generated CGI kind of movie.
And this is the first time Rodriguez took his kids' story.
Racer Max.
It's the first kids movie ever really written by a kid.
Right.
So when I go in the theater, I wear 3D glasses. glasses. You hand me 3D glasses.
Hand you glasses.
And things come flying at me on the screen.
That's fantastic, man. And you know what it is? It's about dreams.
I like that.
Dreaming with your eyes open. I think I think everybody will enjoy the movie, especially as cynical as we become in this world. That something simple about reconnecting with what is your ultimate dream and dreaming with your eyes open and dreaming a better dream. Thank you for the music, Fred.
By the way, can every theater show this? I mean, 3D. Don't you need special projectors or something?
Yeah. You know, something. We're antiquated with the movie the projectors, so you have to wear the old-fashioned 3D glasses. But IMAX has the polarized where they're clear. And then the movie just comes to life. But it's true. The effects are brilliant however you see it.
I did 3D on Butt Bongo Fiesta.
That's right. We did it for television.
I did it a couple of years ago when I did Butt Bongo Fiesta. And I did, I played Tarzan and Jessica Hahn played Jane.
Yes.
And even you could see the elephants when they would move their bowels. You would see it in 3D. It was amazing.
He moved a lot.
But I learned a lot about 3D. Everything had to move to the right. That was what I knew.
So, you know, I do 4 parts in this movie. And I only signed up to do kind of 1. And then they added the teacher, and then I became the Toborg, the robot. And
so you are prominent in the film.
I am,
and you'll make a lot of money if this film is successful. You get points, as they say.
No, I don't have any points.
No points.
No
points.
Robert's not giving up anything.
Hell no. That dude, he's Mexican, man. He ain't giving nothing.
But he paid you well, I hope.
He paid me very well. Right. And here's the thing, you know, about Robert is that, you know, I go in there and I'm supposed to do one job. And he goes, "Why don't you do this?" And it's just really traditional of Mexican hiring another Mexican. You know, I'm surprised I didn't do some tile work on my way out. Man.
Yeah, they're paying you enough.
George, you're the only one that can reach those fluorescent lights. Grab a step ladder and change the lights.
Let's review. I'm happy you got your kidney.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And that you're feeling good.
You're a great guy, funny guy. Congratulations on your appearance at the Michael Jackson trial. Everyone is talking and raving about it. Congratulations on your hit show and going into syndication.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I can't wait for you to go to satellite, brother.
I'm going right now. I think I'm going to walk out of here. I can't wait myself. Yes, what is it, Baba Booey?
So this is one of those stories. I never know whether it's true or not, but it's funny. So is it true that George was having some work done on his house, and there were 15 roofers there, and George was in a pool? So the roofer said, "Jump in." The owner's not here, figuring he was one of the.
That's I got two good stories with that.
All right.
I buy the house that the Olsen twins live in. My first big purchase was the Olsen twins' house,
right.
And we had to replace the roof. And my wife hires this guy. First of all, the roofer and my wife are standing next to each other. A neighbor thinks that I'm the roofer. That's number one. Yeah. Then one day I'm writing on the show, and it's about 114 degrees, and I'm in the writing room, and I think, you know, I had to take these dudes water, man, because they're Mexicans. They're on top of my roof.
Right.
So I go over there. There's nobody on the roof. All 14 guys are in the pool in their underwear swimming. So I go to the doorway, and I look at him like, what the hell's going on? And the guy looks at me, and he goes, "Jump in, the man's not home." That's one. That's one house. Now, the new house that I bought, there's a guy laying tile in front of the front door.
Mm-hmm.
So one morning I'm going to work and I'm dressed in jeans. I think I have like a cap on, and I walk through the guy, and the guy's going, "Tira la manguera," you know, and he's yelling at the other guy, and he's on his knees. Doesn't even have knee pads, you know, he's just on his knees. So I walk through the tile, and as I get 2 feet away, he goes, "Shish, shish." So I look back, and in Spanish he tells me, "Hey, the people don't like it when we use the bathroom inside." He thought I was like a worker that
Oh, dear.
So what do? You straighten these guys out? I mean,
I went around the back and took a leak on the side.
So you say, "Hey, I'm the man of the house here. What's going on?"
But, you know, it's really hilarious to look the way I look, to have money and have people think that you don't have any money. One day I was getting ready to go work, and I was doing stand-up, writing my notes, and an African-American woman knocks on the door, and at that time the fence was incomplete, so she could just walk up, and I opened the door, and she goes, "Can you run and get the man of the house for me?"
Hold on, I'll go get him.
And I'm like, "You're black, you're the one that's outside."
Let me ask you something. You got a team of Latino guys working for you. They're all in your pool. And you come out. Now you have to say to these guys, "Listen, you got to get out of the pool and get back to work." You feel kind of weird doing that? I mean, because they're like, "Hey, come on, you're Mexican, we're Mexican. What's going on here?" I mean, you feel a little funny?
Feel weird?
No, not at all, man.
They're all right with
they do great work. I got a guy in my house right now that is absolutely the guy who told me, "Hey, the people don't like it when you use the bathroom inside." He and I have become great friends, and he's doing some great. They do great work. Here's the difference. Let me tell you the difference.
Do you find that some of the worker guys are angry with you that you're successful, or are they proud of you?
Not them. They're proud. They're proud of me because I talk to them in Spanish and I've stayed connected. You know, and that's how you do it. Here's the difference between the culture, and this is really the genesis of my stand-up is the cultural differences. Workman's compensation is not for Latino people.